Many women that have never worn extensions before are usually concerned that extensions will damage their natural hair or that it's a lot of maintenance to deal with at home. And so I want to explain more about the feeling of wearing extensions and also what my clients usually say after they have them installed for the first time. My clients are often so surprised after I've installed the extensions. They don't feel like they're tense or pulling or anything like that. They usually comment that they're lightweight, they can't feel them, and that is how it's supposed to be. If your extensions are pulling on your hair after they're installed, something is probably not right. It's supposed to feel like your natural hair. First night, it might feel a little tense, but if it's hurting third or fourth day, you should go see your stylist again, because that's not how it's supposed to be. I find it almost easier to deal with my hair when I'm wearing extensions. Honestly, I tend to use less hot tools on it. I wash my hair less often as well, because just like waking up, having long hair, it changes everything. When I have my natural length, I want to like style it all the time. I put a lot of hot tools on it. I keep washing it so many times because it just doesn't feel pretty. But having longer hair, it just makes me feel more feminine, and I can sleep in a braid and I wake up, I give it a good little shake, maybe put some hair oil in it, and I'm good to go. When I wear my natural hair, it just takes a lot more work. So in that sense, I feel like I put less hot tools on my hair extensions. And also, once I actually do style my hair, it lasts for a few days. Can hair extensions damage your natural hair? Yes, they can. If you go to someone that don't know how to install extensions properly, they may damage your hair. But most of the time, if you go to someone that specializes in extensions, I would say that it's usually a user problem. So if you don't follow the aftercare instructions thoroughly, you may actually end up damaging your hair at home. And so some of the most important things to be aware of is to always, always, always make sure to blow dry your roots of your hair extensions. Doesn't matter if you want to let the ends air dry, but always make sure to blow dry the roots of your natural hair. Why? This is because when your hair is wet, it's more fragile. So if you put a lot of tension on your hair when it's wet, you might put it up in a ponytail. That may be the biggest reason why your hair breaks. So if you wear extensions, never let your roots stay wet for a long period of time. You can always throw away the extensions and buy new ones, but your natural hair you want to be very careful of. Another thing that's really important is that you're using a proper brush for your extensions. I love a good nylon and boar bristle brush. This one makes sure that your hair gets detangled at the roots without pulling the extensions. Once the hair grows out, it's really important that you go in above the bond of the extension, use a C-shaped motion to really detangle the hair so it doesn't get matted. When you brush your extensions, always make sure to start at the bottom and work your way up. Hold the hair firmly so you're not pulling it too much. For someone that's starting out with extensions, I would honestly recommend just adding a few pieces for fullness. I wouldn't go all in and put 24-inch extensions if you're worried that maintenance is going to be a lot. I would just start with one tape-in on each side, just so you like get a feeling of how it is to actually wear extensions, how they feel in your hair, how they act when you get out of the shower, how long it takes to blow dry them. That would be my advice for anyone who's considering wearing extensions for the first time. There are so many different methods out there, and I'm always getting the question, which one is safest for my hair? And to be honest, There's no one size fits all. It's so important that you tell your hair extension specialist what your lifestyle is. If you're washing your hair often, if you're swimming, if you're running a lot, you're sweating, all of these things are really important to consider when choosing the right method for you. Like, how often are you willing to come in for maintenance? And what is your budget? It all depends on the desired look as well. If you, for instance, have thicker hair and shorter hair, but you want to go really long, I would say a sew-in might be a good option because it adds a lot of hair in one row. But also, tape-ins are a great option. I feel like tape-ins are very versatile. You can mix different colors and you can cut the pieces to match your head shape and hide or enhance certain parts of your color, for instance. So in that sense, the tape-ins are a great option. If you're someone that does not have time to come in that frequently, I would say K-tips is a good option. You don't really have to do maintenance that often. Some people might go 3 months, 4 months with K-tips. With sew-ins and tape-ins, I'd say you would have to come in for maintenance every 5 till 7 weeks. It all depends on how often you wash your hair, how good you are taking care of your hair at home. Like I mentioned earlier, there's no one size fits all. I love that you can actually mix methods. I myself, I wear one row of sew-ins and I also wear tape-ins. And I do that because I want to have a lot longer hair, but I also have fine hair. And sometimes when I put it up, I want it to look really flat against my scalp. And I think the tape-ins are a great option to put closer to the front, and it just gives it more natural flow. But the sew-in gives that extra length and heaviness that I'm also looking for. Even with K-tips, they're a great option if you want to just fill out the sides towards the front and mix that with either tape-ins or a sew-in weft. It all depends on your density, your desired goal, like how much extensions you really need. So all of these things, they're sort of customizable to each client. I'm Danielle A. Hair, and I am a luxury hair extension specialist in West Hollywood, California. And I'm always happy to answer any questions you may have about extensions.